Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, the T-boy in Aso Rock Villa, otherwise known as Yemi Osinbajo, who goes under the disguise of being the vice president of Nigeria, is now having ideas above his station and is making pronouncements beyond his job description. So of course his masters have moved very quickly to correct him. As guys, I bring you this: watch your words. Arewa Consultative Forum tackles Osinbajo over Nigeria's breakup warning. So Yemi Osinbajo, who supposedly and on paper is meant to be the #2 citizen of the country, has come out in the public space to alarm at the state of insecurity in the country and upheaval generally within the country and tension, to alarm that we have to caution because the country is in danger of breaking up. But of course his masters have thought otherwise, and of course they have now moved quickly to correct him and send him back to the kitchen to go make tea. Watch your words. Arewa Consultative Forum tackles Osinbajo over Nigeria's breakup warning. So now let's now see how this master-servant relationship played out. A northern socio-political group, the Arewa Consultative Forum, has criticized Vice President Yemi Osinbajo over his recent comment that present cracks could lead to the breakup of the country. While the group admitted that there were unhealthy cracks in Nigeria, it, however, said the vice president should not make statements that would worsen tension in the country. The ACF, so ACF obviously means Arewa Consultative Forum, the ACF cautioned Osinbajo against comments capable of creating further tension in the land. Osinbajo, who was represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, at an interdenominational church service in Abuja on Sunday to mark Nigeria's 60th independence anniversary, said, "Our walls are not yet broken, but there are obvious cracks that could lead to a break if not properly addressed." At the service, the SGF read Osinbajo's speech. The northern body acknowledged that the cracks in the country were unhealthy, but noted that the nation would overcome such. In an interview with the newspaper, the National Publicity Secretary of the ACF, Emmanuel Yahweh, whilst reacting to Yemi Osinbajo's comment, cautioned other Nigerian leaders to watch their words. The ACF spokesman, in an interview with the newspaper, said the cracks are unhealthy, but we expect the vice president to calm nerves and not make a pronouncement that would aggravate the situation. The ACF is hopeful that Nigeria will overcome its current travails as it did in the past, and even overcome a fratricidal war to break up Nigeria. To do this, Nigerian leaders like Osinbajo should watch their words. So Benue song is what the Malamis are saying to the supposed vice president of Nigeria, and you note that any time that Yemi Osinbajo ever pipes up in the public space to have an opinion, he is immediately shut down by these people. Remember when Buhari went abroad, and then the then DSS man, he rolled out operatives to go and seize control of the National Assembly, which then I think it was Maman Daura then. Maman Daura was the DSS chief then, which then forced Osinbajo to sack him and replace him with a guy called, I think, Peter Ofonaye or something, some Igbo sounding name anyway, he replaced him with. As soon as Buhari came back, he then sacked the person that Osinbajo used to replace, his cousin, but then he could not bring his cousin back because, of course, his cousin, Maman Daura, had rolled operatives against the National Assembly. And by the way, that is a treasonable act because he has moved militarily against democracy, because democracy, of course, is the National Assembly and the DSS is a security outfit. So he effectively moved troops on democracy. And of course, you remember earlier this year when they took virtually all of the parastatals, all of the portfolios under Osinbajo's office away from him, and I just put it there. They gave some of it to Sadiya Farouk and just split the rest amongst themselves so as to render him impotent effectively. And to the point, actually, when they actually sent him a circular. This is Yemi Osinbajo, the vice president, that any decision he makes has to be passed through the presidency. So who is the presidency? The presidency is an office. It's not just the president, but an office. And of course, we know that Malam Buhari is not fit for purpose. So it was effectively Abba Kyari then that was asking Yemi Osinbajo to be under his supervision. In fact, he wasn't even asking. He had effectively put Yemi Osinbajo under his supervision because you recall, of course, Buhari said when he came back earlier on in 2019, rather, even as far back as 2015, that anybody that wants to access him has to go via Abba Kyari. So, of course, if they then put Osinbajo under the presidency and you have to go through Abba Kyari to get to the presidency, then effectively Osinbajo was under the supervision of Abba Kyari. So this is how they have rendered him impotent to the point now that he cannot even alarm that the country is in a perilous state without some obscure Malami organization coming to slap him down. So T-Boy is really effectively his role in the Aso Rock Villa. Even if he has an office in that space, no one knows. Are they even allowing him in the building? Is a question we have to ask. So T-Boy, though, is his role. His only role is to sit down there and dress up and look pretty. And once they've made a decision, he should go and use his big grammar to go and explain it to his Yoruba people in the south, because the decision has already been made. So you go and tell them with those big words that you know what we have said we are doing. That is his own role there. He's not allowed an opinion, and anytime he even wants to show any form of potency, they slap him down. The only places he's useful at is in market squares, handing out 10,000 naira to yaologers and pepper sellers. You saw how he was humiliated in the elections when they it's just sad to see really what they've turned that guy into. Conversations in the comment section. An obscure Malami group is telling the vice president of Nigeria to keep his mouth quiet, and this is where we are now within the Nigerian space. Come share thoughts. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns grey. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, come tell me now what you think exactly Yemi Osinbajo's role is within this dispensation, the Malami structure. What role do you think he has? So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here, I say, peace.